Good morning. I have a friend who asked me to do a Smokey Eye with the #1 shadow palette. That is the browns. So there are those colors right there. So I am going to go ahead and do that this morning. So when I do my eye makeup, I actually like to do my eyes first. That way, if I have anything fall down on my face, I don't mess up any makeup that I already have on. So that is what I'm going to do this morning. And of course, the rest of my makeup isn't all done yet, but I did go ahead and prep the eyes by getting my eyebrows done. I put my mascara on, and then I went ahead and did the liner with the white like I always do to prepare the eye, because I didn't see the point in having it longer than that, longer than it needed to be. So the tools that I'm going to be using today are the Shadow 1 palette. I am going to be using Proper eyeliner. It's a brown. I need to sharpen that, I see. And the Angled Shadow Sponge Brush sharpener. And I always have a Q-tip on hand because mistakes happen, and a Q-tip just fixes those little mistakes right up. So let's go ahead and get started. I already have primer on. It's always good to put primer on because then your makeup will last as long as you would like it to. So now I am going to go ahead and build the foundation for the Smokey Eye, and I am going to use Elated, which is a matte. It is this right here. It is a matte light color, and you always put your light color right up under your brows. This is kind of the instant eye lift for you, and over in the corner. So I am just putting that on right now. Okay. Okay, so that's up under the brow. Then I am going to put Brassy. And Brassy is a light colored shimmer. And that is going to go right here, just like this. Okay. And now you see I kind of have my foundation built for my Smokey Eye. Hopefully me doing it on both eyes and not just one is helping you get all of the different angles. Okay, now we want to build the outside part up. So I am going to use Forthright first, and I'm going to put this here. Now I will be using the pencil to finish everything off, but I want to go ahead and build this up. And when you're doing a Smokey Eye, you always need to build up the corner, and the way you do that is you just take your darker shadow and you just put that on the corner, the top, and the bottom. And I think sometimes that's what people forget, is we need to have that on the bottom as well. Go ahead and put just a little bit more over here because I don't feel like it's built up enough. Okay, so you can see that we are getting it started by adding a little bit there to the bottom. Okay, so now I am going to use Zealous because I want a little bit of shine in there. So Zealous is a shimmer. You could use Forthright if you prefer matte. And I am going to just make that corner there. Okay, now a lot of people will do this with their eyes closed. I have a hooded lid. Okay, so if I do it with my eyes closed, I'm gonna go here and then it's all gonna go away. So I'm gonna open my eye and I'm gonna go ahead and put it up above that. Okay, now you see I have my line there, and now I can just color that right in. Okay, bring this all the way over. Okay, now see how I said sometimes we have mistakes and we need a Q-tip? There you go. So what I did is I just put that Q-tip on there and I rolled it like that, and it took that little piece of dark off that I do not want on the inside of my eye. Okay. Okay, and go ahead and fill this in. Okay, so I have the lighter on the center, I have the darker on the outside. Lighter on the center. Okay. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I have just a little bit of powder down here. And that is what normally happens when you're doing eyeshadow. It doesn't matter whether you're using a palette or the pigments that are loose powder. It doesn't matter. It happens, you know. And this is why I choose to go ahead and put the rest of my face makeup on after I've finished doing my eyes. Okay, now I tend to like my eye to come up towards the brow. Okay, so as you will see, I'm just kind of coloring that in up towards the brow so it's lighter out here but dark at the corner. And I'm going to do that on this side too. Okay, now I still use this same exact brush, so what I want to do is I want to clean it off a little bit. So I'm just going to wipe that off just like that. Okay, and I am going to go back to Brassy, which is that lighter color, and I'm just going to go ahead and color this in right here again. Okay, and I always like to have my, you have to blend, okay, and this is the foundation brush. This is not what the foundation brush was meant to do, but I find that it blends better than anything. So I take my foundation brush and right here in the corner, I use it on its side. And I just blend all of that together. Okay, blend, 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 blend. Okay, and then I look to see, is it dark enough? Do I have everything that I want? And I like it. So now I am going to do the liner. And after I'm done with the liner, I might go back and do a touch-up or two to the shadow itself. Okay. So with my liner, I'm going to come along this bottom right along the lash line, because remember, I put the white on the inside, and what white does on the waterline is it just makes your eyes pop and look a little bit bigger and helps you look a little wide awake. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that on both sides. And now I'm going to come up here. I like to pull this out because it makes it nice and taut. And right along that lash line, I'm going to put that brown shadow. Okay, and then it's always a good idea to do what's called a tight line. And to do a tight line, you pull your lid up like that, and you get the underneath part of the lash line. And what that does is it just makes sure that you don't have any light areas showing. Nobody wants to have a white line on the top. Okay, and now I am going to just pull out this little wing here. Some people don't like the wing. You don't have to do the wing, but it's kind of one of my signature things. I have a wing every day. Okay, and go back over to this side, and I'm going to do the same. Pull it nice and taut. Pull this right along that lash line. Do my tight line. Have a drink of coffee. Make my wing. Just a little one today. It's hat day at work today. So, okay. Now that I have all of that done, I can see, is there anything else that I want to do? And I actually would like to make the brown just a little bit darker. So I am going to go back, and I'm going to use the Forthright, which is the matte color. And I am going to go here, and I am just going to bring that little bit of darkness right in there. This is probably a little bit darker than I would normally wear to work in the morning, but you know, since I'm doing the video, why not? I do all kinds of crazy things with my makeup at work, so it doesn't, people don't even notice anymore. Okay, so now I've just brought that dark in. So basically what you just saw me do is I went from a normal daytime look where I have the light, you know, nice, and then now this would be the evening look if I'm wanting to go out and have a little bit more of that smoky eye in the evening. Okay, and again, I'm going to go blend because blending is the most important thing that you can do. Okay, and then I always have I use my shine cloths at night to take the makeup off my face, and then I always have the Pampers Sensitive Skin wipes in the morning when I'm doing my makeup, because if I get anything at all on my face, then I can just go like this. And it's also how I get my just a nice line there. You know, I have people ask me, how do you get that line so perfect? Well, now you know. I use baby wipe. And other side. Make that nice line up there. And now I can go back and put any foundation or anything on like that I want to do. So that is your smoky eye with the brown palette. There it is. Have a great day.